Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Terry, and today I'm going to spotlight an orchid that we've been watching for quite some time, as we've seen the plant develop the spike and elongate over the course of the last few months. Pardon my heaters that are going off. Today it was such a dreary, cool day. So it was kind of needed to be on. But this is my Aerangis cross, which is an Angrecoid. The plant is Aerangis Elro crossed with Aerangis Modesta. Aerangis Elro, which I have said many times, is a cross between Aerangis Modesta and Aerangis ellisii or Aerangis cryptodon. So what I have done is I have brought my book out, my Bible, the Fred Hurleman book, just to take a look at what he says. He does not have the species, but we can take a look at what he says about Modesta. First of all, let's take a look at what the flowers look like. This is Modesta. You can see the small plant, mini roots, aerial roots, and the pendant little star-shaped flower with the spur. You can see that spur that way. And then, no, I'm sorry, this is, yeah, I'm pointing at this one. And then this is ellisii. And you can see, as I have said also, the way that the flowers are reflexed back, and when you see that all the flowers all aligned, they look like birds that are flying in a pack. You can see that it's like the wings are flapping. So that is pretty much the style of ellisii. Now Modesta, well, ellisii, which is right here, first described as an Angrecum in 1872. Also that's why, there's been confusion between ellisii and cryptodon. Just some very slight differences. And honestly, for a while there, people were telling me that if you buy any plant that's ellisii, it was really cryptodon. For me, I have found them to be a little bit finicky, and typical example of one of these plants that has a habit of blooming itself to death. But anyhow, it says that it's rangy, which I found, meaning that it's very wonky growing, stems always growing, freely branching, often becoming very pendant, meaning that it gets top heavy, so you have to either stick it up, or you have to just mount it or let it just flop over, because it will get top heavy. It's very glossy leaves, 13 to 40 strongly spikes, well, 40 centimeters, I'm sorry, 16-inch spikes. Characteristic bird and flight look. Flowers are pure white and highly fragrant. Grow in intermediate. Some prospers in pot with sphagnum-moss or fir, but they prefer well grown. They grow well on slabs if there is ample padding of moss, because they do need something to hold moisture, but they also need their roots to dry out fast, so mounting them is perfect. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, and you can read the rest of it. It says that it's fragrant is appealing to many. And this is Modesta. I did have a Modesta I had both of these plants, and they both died out over time. My Aerangis Modesta died out after I repotted it. It actually bloomed really nicely, a couple spikes. I'll try to post some pictures, but I've already shown you pictures, so there's no point in me to do it. But you can see it's Modesta, meaning modest, unassuming, and miniature. We won't worry about the forms. Numerous roots, many being aerial. down to the habitat. Grows in the eastern Madagascar, low to mid altitudes, moderate. Resents potting, prefers mounted slab culture. The roots need to be misted frequently or soaking in water at least 3 times a week for 20 minutes if they get dehydrated. Also, I found because they are being watered a lot, you have to really make sure that fungicides are around, because these plants do suffer from fungicide because of the water and the high humidity that they require. So yeah, blooms in the spring. Powerful, spicy aroma. I would totally agree with that. So yeah, my dilemma continues to be what I'm gonna do with this plant after it has bloomed already. My instinct is to just leave it in this pot, to try to maybe get some of the, maybe turn it upside down and try to knock some of it out and replace it with fresh, chunky bark that will give it some drainage, but something that I can water a lot, where the water won't stay there. But yeah, it's very pleasing, very delicate. The nice pink spur to the back, and the flower does have a slight, you can't really see it now, maybe it's the light in the background, but that spur definitely has a pink tinge to it. Again, this is my Aerangis Elro crossed with Aerangis Modesta, Madagascan Angrecoid hybrid. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.